Good morning, family. Our verse today comes from Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 through 10. It says, "Two are better than one because they have good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up." Married folks, I want to talk to you today. I want to talk to you, married folks. Now, it's not to say that this can't be relatable to people who are not married, because we're called to have others around us and to be in fellowship for others to lift us up. But I want to talk to married folks, though. I really need to start being grateful for and appreciative of my wife. We need to start being more appreciative of our husbands, our wives, our partners. Because God literally said that it was not good for man to be alone, so he made Eve from Adam. He wanted us to have a partner to begin with. And so we prayed about it. We've asked for it. We've received. And then how many times have we watched them fall and maybe not help them up properly? Maybe not help them up the way that we should have to begin with. If we were honest, humble people, we would say that we fell short in that department before, where we didn't handle the situation with grace like maybe we should have. It says here that he was by himself and falls, but has no one to lift him up. It's like, man, I don't want to be that guy. But here I am having a helper, having someone with me, but I can take advantage of that? That's not right, folks. That's not right. It's not the way that God would want me to be. That's why we need to be in our word. That's why we need to be in communication with each other and be open to each other and honest with each other about areas that we're falling short in. So that when it comes time for one of us to fall, because it's going to happen, that the other one of us is equipped to pick each other up. And it says, two are better than one because they have good reward for their toil. With two, it makes the load lighter. It makes the burden lessened. I'll tell you this much, folks. Now, I have Jesus Christ, and I've suffered along with Jesus Christ. But I can tell you firsthand that God knew what he was doing when he sent my wife into my life. Because it still was tough as a human being to be by myself as a human being. Struggling alone as a human being. Knowing I have Jesus Christ, of course. But with my partner, it hits different. It ain't just me struggling no more. It ain't just me feeling like I'm by myself. Because if we're honest, we can feel like where's God at in the moment. But if God places someone in our life who truly loves him, it's harder for me to deny. It's harder for me to doubt. I see him living through you every day. So you're able to pick me up. I see him doing the work in you every day. I can tell you this much, folks. My wife loves the Lord so much that when I look at her, if I'm being real honest, when I look at her, there is no way possible. If I were to not go based off my own experiences, there is no way possible that I could deny the love of God. Because I see it through her. I've witnessed it through her in my life. So how do I deny that it's a real thing? I see it in front of me every day. And I think that that's the goal that we should strive for. Like I've mentioned before. For you to see the Lord in me, for you to see Jesus in me a little more every day. And so I just want to encourage you that if you haven't found somebody, that if you don't have somebody, that you would just be patient in your solitude. That you would just be patient with God. And just wait. And just wait. Because God likes to do things in a way where I said I'll be fine alone. I'm good alone if that's what you want from me. I'm good alone if that's your will for me. God has a way of like surprising you, like, oh, you thought that's what I wanted? I was just waiting for obedience. You can have it now. And he already had something handpicked. But your foundation has to be in Christ. Your foundation has to be in the Lord. Because then, with the two of you, there will be a reward for your toil. And when one of you falls, the other can lift you up. Faith in Jesus, loving Jesus, placing Jesus as your foundation is the only way for success in the marriage. True success in the marriage. God bless, and I love you.